is up, YouTube? We are live here from the Cedar Falls Studios. We have another creepy spook stream for y'all. I saw a new Nuke's Top 5. We actually watched the new Nuke's Top 5 last night. But we do have Dark 5. I think it's called Dark 5. EJ Castle, how you doing? Coltana. Nightmare Wolf. Austin Howell. Geek Squad, Valley Runner. Chris Maki, Light 95. Clowns. Well, how's it going, Clowns? You're here, hide the peanut butter. DM Kelly. What is happening? Bigfoot spotted in New York. Is this like the most recent big sighting, I assume? Bigfoot sighting in New York. Let's see. Nightmare Wolf HD, you sure did. In a good way. In a good way. We'll let a few people join, as usual, before we start. Just a casual Thursday. You know, not much going on. Had me a nice dinner. I got me some good beer. And hopefully we can find some scary videos. I got, like I said, Dark 5, I got some lined up. 5 things that don't officially exist. 5 strangest photos of military mysteries. And yeah, I think those hopefully are creepy. I had pigs in a blanket tonight. My custom-owned homemade recipe. They're delicious, amazing. Probably the best in the world, if I'm being honest. I gotta grab a water quick before I get started my drinking. Tomorrow is Happy Friday. Happy Friday? Is it a holiday or something? Your mother-in-law had big feet, among other things. Sometimes it happens, you know. Tess is trying to join the stream. She's trying to fucking get up on this action. We're about to hit 15,000 subscribers, by the way. I believe we're only like 100 away. Something like that. 120. So we're getting there. You see Paco vibing with the hat. Yeah, I put the hat on him. I figured out why not. It don't fit him because his head is so big. Give it a couple more minutes before we start here. Let some people join in. Let Asher's Ryan Tremblay join in. Paco keeps a probe under his hat. No. See, well, I don't have a probe. I have a combat stick, which I do have right here handy. And if he gets out of line, you know, I can slap him up with it. But I actually need to replace the batteries in these fuckers. I'll show you the batteries. They're like the real deal. Undo this end part here. That is the battery tank. I don't know if you can tell how big that is. Like, in my hand, it's a big ass fucking heavy duty battery, and you can't like buy these at a store. You have to fucking order them online because they're so like high fucking voltage batteries. That's insane. Winter is here. Winter Dantzler. What is up, Winter? How you doing? How you been? How's life? Hope all is well. Lila is also here. They're starting to trickle in now. They're starting to trickle in now. You hate being an adult? Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. If I could be rich and just have like a butler fucking go get me like whatever I needed and I never had to go out for food or anything, that would be awesome. George Bush is here. Tickle indeed, he says. So our options here to start the stream is, I guess, a video called... Where'd it go? Oh, 5 things that don't officially exist. We could start with that one. Or we could do 5 creepiest cave discoveries. Or 5 strangest photos of military mysteries. What would you guys rather see first? What's up, little Timmy? How's it going? It's snowing in Jerusalem? I did not see that. I see the Fallen Kingdom poster in the background. Did you like that movie? Because a lot of people hate on it, but I liked it a lot. No, I didn't think it was horrible. It wasn't great. But I think it was a fun movie to like go and watch. I mean, there's fucking dinosaurs in it, so it's fun. I didn't like the Indominaptor. I thought that was really, really corny and stupid. Any scene involving it was just really tacky to me. And it was just such a lazy, like, I don't like the whole route they're going with the fucking future of the franchise, but it had the T-Rex in it, and that was you know, it's like my favorite fucking dinosaurs, so there was a lot of bad parts about it. Like the first Jurassic World was great, amazing. Like I fucking love that movie. It's the second best in the entire franchise, if you ask me. But there were scenes in this that were good, scenes that were not good. Overall, I would have given it like on a true movie scale, like a 5 out of 10. But I enjoyed it, you know, in the theaters. I didn't hate it, but. We got military mysteries. You like the scene in the girls' room with the Indoraptor? See, I always find it so weird. They make these movies, right? And it's like in that movie, it's like the Indominaptor like trying to take the blanket off of her. What the fuck? Like why? It's weird to me. And then, why is that Indominaptor so like horny for fucking eating this girl? Like why would it just It has a velociraptor that's way bigger and something that could easily kill and eat if it's looking for food, which it probably is. Why would it be so focused on a little human? That's what I don't get. It's just weird to me. We'll go ahead and start with 5 strangers. What was it? What'd you say? Military mysteries? Alright, we'll do that one and then we'll do the cave discoveries. The cave discoveries is actually a decent one.
Mystery plane in Kansas. In April of 2014, amateur photographer Jeff Templin captured a photo of a strange unidentified aircraft over Wichita, Kansas. Templin, who lives on a large patch of land, said he had recently bought a telephoto lens and was looking for fauna to photograph when he suddenly noticed the triangular aircraft. He described, quote, "I noticed this contrail and watched it. I noticed it was making some rather radical maneuvers. I took pictures because I could, but wasn't expecting anything to come of it. When I processed it, I realized it wasn't a typical commercial airliner or typical military plane. This was something different." The mysterious aircraft flew silently, making several S-turns around the city to quickly shed speed. This unidentified triangle went viral with Air Force connoisseurs as well as UFO crowds. The shape is reminiscent of the U.S. Navy's General Dynamics McDonnell Douglas A-12 Avenger II carrier-based bomber. This sort of triangular aircraft had been spotted before in other areas of the U.S., such as Texas. Still, Templin's photo was the clearest, which led some to believe it was fake.
What's up, Shay?
When contacted, officials at nearby McConnell Air Force Base refused to comment on the craft's identity or purpose. This kind of modern aircraft design is known for its low observable nature and aerodynamic efficiency. One specific mission where this sort of ability has been used is human-crewed tactical reconnaissance sorties. Because of this, it's widely theorized that this mysterious aircraft is a TR-3A Black Manta, an aircraft rumored to be part of the secret Advanced Stealth Tactical Reconnaissance Aircraft Team. But nothing has been confirmed as of 2020, and the triangle-shaped vehicle has been spotted more times since 2014. Stockholm foreign vessel. In October of 2014, the Swedish military released this photographic evidence of a mysterious foreign vessel off the coast of Stockholm. It was one of 3 sightings that the military stated were credible reports. In a public statement, Sweden's top military official, General Sverker Göransson, commented, quote, "Swedish territory has been seriously and unacceptably violated by a foreign power. The gravity of this is obvious."
What's up, Nick?
According to Rear Admiral Anders Grinstad from the Royal Swedish Navy, they believed that, quote, "It could be a submarine. It could be a diver using a moped-like underwater vehicle, and it could be divers that don't have any business in our territory. That's the range of foreign underwater activity we're looking into." The incident happened as tensions began to rise between Russia and the Nordic and Baltic countries because of Moscow's political involvement in Ukraine. This unexpected sighting set off Sweden's largest mobilization of naval forces since the Cold War, as over 200 troops hunted the intruder. The experts could not locate any unknown vessels. However, they released sonar footage of subsea tracks left by what appeared to be a mini-submarine. After the thorough search, which lasted over a week and included helicopters, ships, and minesweepers, Swedish authorities could not determine the vessel's nationality or origin, saying the presumed intruder had swam away into open waters. Russia vehemently denied their involvement in secret operations in Swedish waters.
You know what? What's kind of creepy? Imagine you were out for a swim, and you had you were snorkeling or some shit, and you look underwater, and there's a fucking submarine coming right at you, or right by you. You know how fucking creepy that'd be? I don't know why, to me, it'd be creepy, but it just would be. A fucking submarine just going around in the water. Weird. It's a weird boat, or ship, or whatever you want to call it. Vessel.
Russia vehemently denied their involvement in secret operations in Swedish waters. The incident prompted numerous conspiracy theories all over Sweden. In this relatively neutral country, memories of the Cold War still torment plenty of older citizens. News programs speculated that Russians were testing the espionage capabilities of the rumored Project 10831, a deep-diving submarine powered by nuclear energy. Some citizens came forward to authorities after spotting a mysterious man waiting near a craft on Stockholm's coast, which they believed was a spy sent from Moscow. This incident resembled another episode from 1981, when Swedish authorities discovered a Soviet submarine off the south coast of Sweden. Authorities captured the vessel and held it captive for over 10 days, as they believed weapons were on board. This move prevented the Soviets from rescuing their crew. Iran replica. In 2014, intelligence analysts noticed Iran was undertaking a strange task: a non-functional replica of the American USS Nimitz, a nuclear-powered aircraft carrier. The model vessel appeared to be about 650 feet long and 160 feet wide. Meanwhile, the real USS Nimitz is over 980 feet long and 245 feet wide. The ship, complete with fake model aircraft and the number 68 spray-painted near the bow, appeared at the Gachin shipyard in the Persian Gulf. American officials described that the mock-up model was most likely empty on the inside and posed no real threat. However, its true purpose was unknown. The U.S. Fifth Fleet operating in the Persian Gulf dubbed the ship Target Barge. At first, American officials publicly stated that they believed the ship would have been used to test Iranian Khalij-Fars missiles, or as part of a propaganda campaign. However, the Iranian media rebutted the theories and reported that the boat was part of a set being built for a movie. In July 2020, the model was repaired and refurbished with a new angled flight deck, an island, and deck markings. Because of rising tensions between the U.S. and Tehran, it was then moved to the Strait of Hormuz, a body of water between the Persian Gulf and the Gulf of Oman. This time, it's believed that the imitation aircraft carrier will be used for target practice exercises and will eventually be blown up or sunk.
Okay.
Pattern in Chinese desert.
Good life for that boat.
In 2011, a mysterious set of Google Earth images prompted wild speculation all over the internet. The photos show a series of mysterious, massive patterns on China's western Kumtag Desert. The photos' intricate and unidentified shapes include miles-long reflective strips, blocks of silver squares, concentric circles, and a grid of tangled white lines.
The hell?
It looks like a city layout without any buildings. Close-ups of the site revealed signs of debris and suggest the remains of a silo explosion or an area used for aerial target practice. Also found nearby was a neat targeting grid of burnt-out vehicles. Speculation about their origin or purpose were varied, ranging from weapon targets to mock-up maps of large U.S. cities for a potential attack. Some even believed they were messages from extraterrestrials. According to Jonathan Hill, a research technician and mission planner at the Mars Space Flight Facility at Arizona State University, the intricate grids of zigzagging white lines seen in the two images are actually spy satellite calibration targets. Satellite cameras focus on the grids and use them to orient themselves in space. They measure approximately 0.65 miles wide by 1.15 miles long. The structures, although they appear to be silver in color, are also not made of metal. As Jonathan Hill noted to NBC News, quote, "They have gaps in them where they cross little natural drainage channels, and the lines themselves are not perfectly filled in, with lots of little streaks and uneven coverage. I think it's safe to say these are some kind of paint." Weird. Since the initial reports in 2011 when these structures became popular, Google Earth aficionados had...
For 15k subs, you go to Gettysburg. Dude, I would love to. I would love to go to Gettysburg. If I could go to 3 haunted places right now, in order, it'd be, well, I know, 2 of these I can't even go to, but Ghost of Carmel, Maine, I would love to go investigate there. That would be awesome. It's the guy's house, so you can't just go there. And then the house of, I forgot the name. Chris Watts. The Chris Watts family, the Watts family household that was murdered by Chris Watts. I feel that is extremely haunted as well, so I would love to go there. Like, those are my 2 most believable, houses I want to go to, where I'm, so convinced that there's high activity there. And then obviously Villisca Axe Murder House, I'd love to go there too. But there's a lot of other places I'd go over Villisca. It's just Villisca Axe Murder House is, the really only haunted place in Iowa that you can go to that's, legitimate. Otherwise, the Black Angel statue in Iowa City, I feel like, has reportedly been pretty haunted too.
They've taken it upon themselves to find more of these strange structures in China. One of them appears to be a weapons testing zone. Another photo of a giant grid looks like a Yagi antenna array. These instruments and odd structures like this can be used for many different operations, such as weather tracking and high-altitude atmospheric research. Hill also noted that these structures are relatively close to each other. Quote, "I think we're seeing some sort of military zone or test range, which explains the large amount of equipment and technology in an otherwise remote area. Sometimes the truth can be just as interesting, if not more so, than the conspiracies that people come up with."
He's got done watching It 1 and 2? What'd you think of It 2? The scene where the old grandma comes sprinting out of the fucking kitchen? Titties flying everywhere. I mean, that was a creepy scene. A lot of good Chris's out there. Are, yeah, that's true. There's a lot of weird Chris's out there. March 20th, you're going to LBL. What is that? What is LBL? Vicksburg? The Ravenfield House in Vicksburg? Where the hell? I don't even know where Vicksburg. Where the hell is Vicksburg at?
Norwegian glowing spiral.
What's up, DJ? What's up, Gerard?
On December 9th, 2009.
We just started watching 5 strangest photos of the military message, but I'm honestly thinking about switching it over to the top 5 cave mysteries, or I don't know, some weird thing. But we haven't really gotten the alien. I thought this was gonna be more of high tech spacecraft in the sky. This is kind of, I don't know. This isn't what I was thinking it was going to be.
Norwegian citizens awoke in the early morning to a bizarre and gigantic glowing spiral. The light, which lasted for about 10 minutes, could be seen across Norway's 3 northernmost counties. It was photographed by Jan Peter Jørgensen. According to citizen Nick Barbary, the light, quote, consisted initially of a green beam of light, similar in color to the aurora, with a mysterious rotating spiral at one end. This spiral then got bigger and bigger, until it turned into a huge halo in the sky, with the green beam extending down to Earth. According to press reports, this could be seen all over northern Norway, and must therefore have been very high up in the atmosphere to be seen hundreds of kilometers apart. This strange anomaly panicked Norwegian residents, who flooded the emergency phone lines. Barbary also commented, quote, "We're used to seeing lots of auroras here in Norway, but this was different." Some suggested that it could have been a unique, never-before-seen Northern Lights variant. Another theory said it was linked to high-energy experiments being tested at the Large Hadron Collider in Switzerland. Meanwhile, UFO enthusiasts theorized that the anomaly had been the opening of an extraterrestrial wormhole.
Oh, God.
However, days later, the Russian defense military stated that the light show resulted from a failed Bulava missile test. According to an official spokesman, the first stages of the test had gone smoothly, but there was a technical malfunction at the third step of the missile's trajectory. The missile's third stage nozzle, which directs the rocket's exhaust plume, probably fell off or was punctured, which caused the missile's exhaust to come out from the side. The Bulava missile was designed to carry up to 10 hypersonic, 150 kiloton nuclear warheads. It was intended to be Russia's next-generation submarine-launched ICBM. Still, the program had been trouble-plagued, failing in 6 of 13 previous tests. The missile program was completed in 2013. Russian defense analyst Pavel Felgenhauer stated that, quote, "Such lights and clouds appear from time to time when a missile fails in the upper layers of the atmosphere and have been reported before. At least this failed test made some nice fireworks for the Norwegians."
Some guy released an alligator into your pond? Or into your lake? There was an alleged dogman attack over in Kentucky. Asphyxiation, as it's called, by ash smoke and coming from a... Yeah, I've seen a lot of, I watched a documentary on the Mount St. Helens explosion, and I forget his name, but he was like taking pictures of the mountain because it was expected to erupt, and he's fucking, the thing explodes and he starts taking pictures, but every time he takes a picture, the ash cloud is getting closer and closer and closer, and he's miles away, but it's fucking scary. He takes another picture, it's way closer, and then he gets in his fucking vehicle, because he was camping out, wherever. Gets in his fucking truck and takes the fuck off and barely made it out there alive. Because if that fucking ash cloud hits you, you're fucking dead. At least for a certain period. Like if you're in the red zone, you're fucking dead. But even if you get the ash, inhalation, it still can kill you later on in life. What's up, Ann? Does the boogeyman exist? Yeah, well, not anymore. He's dead. He was sadly he passed away. Basically, an incident between the boogeyman and a Wendigo, and the Wendigo killed him. So, we'll check out the 5 creepiest cave discoveries. Oops.
Mount Owen Moa.
This is what I was referring to, by the way, is that bird called the moa, which is believed to still exist today. Which, I don't know why, but this bird's, the way they draw it up in the pictures they'll show you here, it looks fucking terrifying. I don't like big birds. I would never want to be around a fucking ostrich, ever. I've been in a cave winter once. And I will say, if you ever get the chance to, definitely go. I was in the 3rd largest cave in the world, I think, or 5th. I forget. There's a number. It's whatever cave system is under West Virginia. I've been there, and it's really, really cool. Kind of creepy. What's really cool when they take you on a cave tour is they'll turn all the lights off for you, so you can just see how dark a cave is, and it is so dark. I know it sounds cheesy, but like it's so dark you can't see your hand in front of your face, literally. So if you got stuck in a cave, which is how a lot of the people die, like the kid that I think originally found that cave fucking went in, and he'd keep every day he'd go explore. He'd bring matches with him so he could keep light as he fucking kept mapping this out or exploring it. And one day he tripped and fell, and the matches fucking went somewhere, and he couldn't find the matchbox to light him, and he fucking was stuck, and he died. in this fucking dark cave because he could not find his way out. And a lot of people will misstep in the cave, and there's like fucking ledges that you can see that go down. I mean, you could fall fucking who God knows how far, but caves are fucking kind of scary in a way. Dark 5's intro used to creep you out when you were younger. Yeah, you can lose your sense of direction. It's similar to like being like, and obviously I didn't have to worry about it because it was all lit up and nice for me when I went, but it's kind of like when you're in like an avalanche or whatever, when you get covered with snow and you don't really know if you're pointing up, down, side, or on your back. You just don't really know. The darkness can also trick your brain into thinking the same thing.
In 1987, an expedition entering a newly discovered network of caves deep beneath New Zealand's Mount Owen made a startling discovery. Scattered through an area of rockfall debris were the dinosaur-like remains of a claw with flesh and scaly skin. After thorough analysis, the claw was identified as belonging to the giant wingless bird, the upland moa. According to a DNA analysis published in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, the moa bird first appeared on the planet up to 8.5 million years ago. At the time, there was an estimate of at least 10 species of moa. The two largest species reached up to 12 feet and weighed about 510 pounds,
Oh, thank you.
while the smallest moa was around the size and weight of a turkey.
I feel like a bird that big, like 12 feet, could easily kill you. Like 12 feet. I mean, birds are like just natural predators anyways. Like most birds. Not all of them. Like an ostrich fucking... I don't know what the fucking ostrich eats, but they don't go killing shit. But an ostrich could easily kill a human, too, at the same time. Like, their kicks kill lions and shit. Or, like, cheetahs. I guess cheetahs hunt them the most. But, a bird with, like, any kind of big beak like this fucking thing does, nah. I mean, imagine that thing pecking you. Oh, God.
Sadly, the moa went entirely extinct by the year 1400 in, quote,
That's true,
the
Klaus.
most rapid human-facilitated megafauna extinction documented to date. In short terms, they were hunted to extinction by Maori hunters. The claw appeared fresh, as if it still had its fierce talons, preserved intact along with muscles, skin, and connective tissues. Despite its enticing and eerie appearance, lab analysis and carbon dating revealed the specimen
What's up,
was nearly
KB Gaming?
3,300 years old. This mummified claw brought no further clarity.
Or is it Kyle? A.K.A. Kyle, right? Logan's little brother? The terror birds, I think, could... Yeah, terror birds would kill you, yes. I agree. Terror birds would, especially because I think they hunted in, like, packs, didn't they? I'm pretty sure. Small packs. Yeah, that's what I thought.
That had been reported at the time. In 1993, hotel owner and known mountaineer Mr. Paddy Freeney claimed that he and two friends spotted a 6-foot moa in the Craigieburn Range in Arthur's Pass, Canterbury. Mr. Freeney even tried to support his sighting with a blurry photograph.
It's a bird. Clearly, I took this with my fucking microwave toaster, and as you can see, you know, that's a bird, all right.
Freeney was a member of the British elite SAS squad and an avid mountaineer and outdoorsman. Therefore, his claim was taken seriously and reached the highest levels of government. However, the authorities couldn't find a moa anywhere in the area. Paddy spent the subsequent years of his life launching and funding expeditions to find proof of a live moa, to no avail. This obsession eventually ruined his reputation. In 2008, a married couple of cryptozoologists claimed to have taken casts of moa footprints from a remote Northern Ireland in New Zealand. Some believe that the moa from the 2008 sighting is the same as the one from 1987, still roaming around New Zealand by itself. As of 2020, the claw resides at the Museum of New Zealand Te Papa Tongarewa. Most recent rumors say that British scientists are trying to find a way to clone the animal.
Please do. I think it'd be so cool if we started cloning, like, if we cloned dinosaurs and made real-life dinosaurs. That'd be the coolest thing that, like, we could do, I feel like, at this point. Get some dinosaurs back, like, get a T-Rex, some of the famous dinosaurs, get them back. Make a fucking park, like, make a real-life Jurassic Park. You know how much money that would make? Oh, my God. And unlike the movies, the dinosaurs breaking out into the cities would never happen. They would be fucking killed. And they just, yeah. But get us, like, a fucking saber-toothed tiger. Get us fucking woolly mammoths. I think woolly mammoths will be cloned someday. I do think that. Because we have so much good DNA of them. It's likely to happen. Yeah, I would love a baby dinosaur. Oh man, that'd be awesome. I could fucking take care of one too. I could.
Catskills Devil. In January of 2016, a Reddit user with the throwaway account Wigged Hiker Throwaway posted pictures of this unusual statue to the thread r/paranormal. In the post, the user claimed
I believe so, Krios. I don't know exactly where it was at, but they actually found like a frozen baby mammoth like in perfect condition.
Upon a creepy statue in a cave. The old wood-carved statue looks like a human wearing some sort of long garb outfit. It had nails stuck in its eyes and a noose around its neck. The user further claimed that when he and the friend removed the statue from its location, both of them, especially the friend, experienced unexplainable, haunting events. Both men started perceiving foul smells, objects changing locations, strange knockings in the middle of the night, and muddy footprints left around the house. The user, who was later identified with the name of Danny, said, quote, "A couple days later my friend calls me and tells me that he thinks the statue is haunted because it keeps moving from its spot and he keeps smelling weird stuff. Now last night someone knocked on his door, but no one was there when he opened it, and he's super weirded out. He thinks he has a ghost because of the statue." Many fellow Redditors
Why would you ever take
offered
something
their
like
advice.
that?
Some suggested the area and caves were popular sites for devil worshippers and immature occultists. They also warned the friends against burning or damaging the statue, as this could only anger the spirit further. Other people believed the figure could belong to a benevolent force who only wished to play with the couple. The object, nicknamed the Crone of the Catskills, has never been definitively identified or linked to a specific kind of ritual. The story didn't end there, though. That same year, the two friends contacted the owners of the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and Occult and sent in the object. The museum's owners claim that the figure moves around during the night and that it's even gone as far as breaking a crucifix apart. Several psychics and subject matter experts have traveled across the country to visit the figure. Some believe it was carved and created as a vessel for non-human spirits. Others think it was a curse intended to blind and kill an unknowing victim. Another psychic wanted to exorcise the figure with holy water. Today, the Crone of the Catskills still resides with the museum's owners and has appeared on several YouTube videos and podcasts. Royston Cave. Beneath the town center streets of Royston, England, lies an ancient...
My cat just likes to play in the litter box. She's been in there for 10 minutes, just fucking kicking around fucking cat litter. Just, goddamn. Yeah, I agree, Shay. Don't ever mess with anything that's in a fucking cave, especially if it's a fucking little statue with nails in its eyes and a noose around its neck. Probably not a good thing to take home. I mean, why would you even want to have that in your house? Unless you're like one of those guys that like is trying to find artifacts and you just don't give a fuck. Whatever. Ashers is here. What's up, Ashers? Now she's going crazy over her toy. Go play. Go play. Get out of my studio. God, little crackhead. But yeah. Yeah. Yeah, don't mess with statues. That's the point of the story.
Ancient man-made cave. In August 1742, handy workers in Royston tried to dig a hole for a bench, but stumbled upon a millstone.
Yeah, hell yeah, I got Godzilla background.
Upwards, they found that it was a
Team
door
Godzilla all the
hiding a
way.
shaft that led to an enormous artificial cave beneath the town. Even back in 1742, the cave was a mystery from the past. The man-made bell-shaped cave measures 26 feet high and 17 feet across. Some believe that whoever built the cavern was inspired by the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. The cave is covered in medieval-era religious carvings, with nooks in the wall.
Godzilla's
It was
gonna
most
win.
likely created sometime between the 1300s and the 1600s. There is also some evidence that the cave may have once had a wooden floor as well. The carvings are steeped in Catholic imagery and depict scenes from the Bible and popular saints of the time, such as St. Catherine of Alexandria, St. Lawrence, and St. Christopher. Mystery has plagued the cave since its discovery, and plenty of theories surround it. One popular theory among historians is that the cave was used as a headquarters by the Knights Templar in the early 13th century, supporting their efforts to organize the Crusades and possibly holding secrets to the mythical Holy Grail. Believers of this theory point to the carvings that resemble the coded symbols of the Knights Templar as proof.
Apes strung
Augustinian
together.
monks
Monkey
claimed that the
kill.
cave was simply a sort of storehouse used by the local monks to keep their produce cool, and double at times as a chapel for their prayers. Another theory is that the cave was used by King James I, who had a palace in the area. Since 1790, the cave has been open to the public, and thousands of people from around the world have traveled to see it. Almost 280 years later, the cave's origins and purpose remain unknown. Hybrid animal.
Well, what they don't want you to know is, according to several leaks I've seen, Kong and Godzilla are about to die at the hands of Mechagodzilla, but the Power Rangers, the Avengers, the Justice League, and the Ninja Turtles all come in out of portals, and they save Godzilla and Kong. I'm dead serious. You can trust me that, you know, swear to God. According to my sources, that's what's going to happen. Kong versus Godzilla, the new movie coming out end of March, I think. End of March.
Several millennia-old cave paintings helped discover a baffling mystery. In 2016, an interdisciplinary team of archaeologists, paleontologists, and geneticists published a study in Nature Communications claiming to have identified a previously unknown hybrid animal depicted in several cave art paintings. The finding helped solve the mystery of the origin of Europe's largest...
That is Tess. If Tess was a fucking animal that could be drawn, that would be her. If you ever are curious what she looks like, my cat, that's just imagine this cave painting right here.
Just land mammal, the European bison. This animal appeared suddenly
Hell yeah,
in the
winner is
fossil
also
record
Team Zilla.
11,700 years ago, around the end of the last ice age. Researchers analyzed the genomes of 64 bison and cross-referenced these findings with the ancient European cave art. Using radiocarbon-dated bones, they determined that the emergence of the new hybrid bison synced with the old drawings. Until this discovery, the animal's depictions in the paintings were thought to only reflect a change in art style. The 2016 finding explained why the two bison forms appear in the art, and why some bison remains uncovered from the Ice Age era were not uniform in size and morphology. However, since the researchers have not been able to find a skull from the hybrid, they've been unable to precisely assess what the animal looked like, what it ate, and other kinds of behavior. The results have left archaeologists intrigued over other unidentified creatures depicted in cave drawings, and with the possibility that ancient humans coexisted with them. Exactly how many of these thought to be imaginary animals?
Is that the Scream fucking mask? That's what it looks like. You know, the Scream mask?
Just yet to be discovered. Crystal Maiden. In the remote jungle of
Mechagodzilla. Hopefully they pull off Mechagodzilla in a good way.
This Tapir Mountain Nature Reserve lies the Aktun Tunichel Moknal, also referred to as ATM, a cave rediscovered in 1989. Known in English as the Cave of the Crystal Sepulchre, it consists of a complex system of tunnels and cavernous rooms roughly 3 miles long. Belizean archaeologist Dr. Jamie Aw was the first person to explore it. From 1993 through 2000, he and his team conducted thorough archaeological research in the cave. Some of the almost 1,400 items found in this place include ceramics and cave formations carved by Mayans, with figures like silhouettes of faces and animals from the area. Due to the remoteness and the cave's calcification, nearly all the skulls had markings indicating blunt trauma to the head. Many of the younger skeletons have cranial deformation signs, giving their heads a slightly elongated alien look. However, its most popular and studied corpse is the skeleton of an 18-year-old teenage girl, most likely a sacrifice victim, found at the innermost chamber of the ATM.
Sacrifice is so fucking weird, because, like, all these cultures had sacrificial things that they would do, and it would always be, like, usually a young girl is usually the fucking sacrifice, because, for whatever reason, whatever they believed in, but it's, like, a lot of times they don't die, like, they get buried alive and shit, or crushed by fucking rocks. I mean, it's a horrible fucking... And then, like, they're excited about it. Like, oh, yeah, they get to eat good for a week or whatever. Like the gods prepare a body. And then they just murder in the most... Oh, fuck that. Fuck one. I mean... They'd probably be like, oh, yes, I got chosen to go to the gods. Like, they think that they're probably going to die. And they're going to get to go live this lavish life or something. I don't fucking know. But it's crazy. Sacrifices are just insane to me.
The girl, whose legs and vertebrae appear to have been crushed, became the subject of intense curiosity. Her sparkling, calcified bones earned her the nickname the Crystal Maiden. According to the Mayan tradition, the cave was an entrance to hell, and home of demons responsible for illness, pain, and tragedy. The reasons for the sacrifices are unknown, but it is believed they were made to satisfy the rain god Chak, or the gods of the underworld. Locals believe the cave is cursed and haunted. Today, the ATM is visited by a select amount of tourists. However, cameras were forbidden after a tourist dropped one over a skull, smashing it. Watch Dark Space, our newest channel that features the most mysterious and little-known stories of US, Soviet, and global space exploration.
Yeah, like when I went to the caves, you weren't allowed to touch them because the caves are made up of like salt, or not salt. I can't remember, some material, and the salt on your hand, on your body, if you touch it, would dissolve the wall, like over time. And so if you were to just keep running your hands through this cave, it'd just ruin the whole thing apparently. So you weren't allowed to touch the fucking any wall of the cave at all, at any point. Otherwise, you got kicked out. There's a video called Possible Bigfoot Sighting in Oregon. Oh, let me see here. But Colin Haggerty? I think I've seen this one.
Today, with your